Before you watch this, I want you to understand something. This isn't motivation. This isn't hype. This is just my story, told honestly, by someone who lost everything and chose to rebuild anyway. Last year, I lost everything. Not all at once, but piece by piece. It all fell apart. My sense of identity, my stability, my confidence, my direction. And the hardest part was waking up every day and seeing myself in the mirror, knowing I was the common denominator. I wasn't a bad person, but I wasn't honest with myself either. I was reacting instead of leading, avoiding instead of confronting, blaming circumstances instead of taking full responsibility. I told myself stories to stay comfortable, stories that sounded good in my head, but it kept making me feel stuck. And eventually, life took over and I exposed it all. When everything slowed down, I couldn't hide anymore with all the lies. No distractions, no noise, just reflection. And that's when I noticed and realized something uncomfortable. You probably thought that I was going to jump on here and talk about my separation, but this is not. It was about who I became when everything was taken away from me. Rebuilding doesn't start with motivation. It starts with acceptance, accepting my own flaws, accepting my blind spots, accepting that some of my beliefs were broken. I stopped asking, man, why is this always happening to me? I started asking, what is this trying to teach me? I changed the way I was thinking. I changed the way I spoke to myself. I changed my standards that I was living by. Not perfectly, not overnight, but consistently. Some days I felt strong. Other days I felt exposed. Other days I felt weak. Other days I felt like crying. But either way, I kept showing up, no matter how hard it got. Clarity doesn't come from confidence. Confidence comes from after you face the truth, after you face yourself, after you look at the mirror every single day. The toughest part of this all? It's not the grind, it's not the discipline, it's not the work. It's actually waking up every day and facing yourself, the version of you used to be. Looking in the mirror and choosing accountability over excuses, choosing progress over comfort, choosing responsibility over blame. The mirror doesn't lie. And once you see yourself clearly, trust me, you won't be going back. That's when change becomes non negotiable. I'm not perfect. I'm not finished. I'm still learning every day as I go. But the difference now is I move forward with clarity, with intention, and with ownership. I don't chase validation anymore. I could care less. Now I wake up every day, I choose to chase alignment. And every day I wake up, I trust myself more and more as I become more confident because what I say, I do. And I don't go back on that. That's the rebuild. Quiet, unseen, relentless. If you're watching this and you're in that season, you're in that time where you've lived life and it seems like everything has been stripped from you. Trust me when I say this. I want you to understand this very clearly. Losing everything doesn't mean you're done. Sometimes it just means you finally get to start over the right way. Stay grounded, stay honest with yourself, keep moving forward with intention. This is the Juggernaut mentality: relentless, resilient, unbreakable. Thanks for watching.